SCP-1530. Object Class, Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-1530 is currently contained 120 meters from Site-09. A 3-meter high chain link fence is to surround the perimeter of SCP-1530, 20 by 20 meters, and is to be displayed as government property to discourage trespassers. Request to use forced entry to access SCP-1530 pending. As of March 10, 88, SCP-1532 and -3 are to be kept in separate humanoid containment chambers. Required furnishing only includes bedding, though any requests from SCP-1532 and -3 may be submitted to Head Researcher Reich for consideration. Tranquilizers are to be utilized upon any signs of distress from either instance. Interviews are to be conducted through D-Class personnel, and must be approved by 2 Level 3 personnel. SCP-1531 is currently kept on life support and provided with medical attention, TTT. Description: SCP-1530 is a 2-story abandoned house located in the redacted forest. The exterior of the building shows wear and weathering consistent with long-term negligence. All entryways have been barricaded from the interior, preventing personnel access. SCP-1530 will occasionally emit various sounds from within. When this occurs, its windows and front door will repeatedly slam open and close. The following sounds have been recorded from SCP-1530: barking and whining from a dog, yowling from a domestic cat, smashing and crushing of materials such as glass and wood, screaming and cursing from a male human estimated to be around 40 to 50 years in age. SCP-1530 was discovered during the search for D-2934, after testing with SCP-249. His tracking device indicated that he had entered SCP-1530, though immediately stopped transmitting readings 16 seconds after entry. Communication with D-2934 and other entities within SCP-1530 has proven ineffective. Addendum 1530-B, during an active phase of SCP-1530, security personnel noticed that the front door of SCP-1530 did not open. It was then noted that the front entryway was unlocked, and Agent Bertka and Agent Montalvo were sent in accordingly. Begin log, 2:24 p.m. Dr. Reich, you are now clear to enter. Agent Bertka, understood. Agent Bertka and Montalvo enter a living room, with a set of stairs to the left. A portion of what is assumed to be a bedroom is visible across the hall on the right. Agents begins to approach while preparing firearms. Agent Montalvo, ugh, nasty. There's dust and shit everywhere. It's covering the floor, the furniture, everything. None of this stuff was touched in a while. Kinda strange, considering that we've been hearing this stuff being broken for days. Agent Bertka, the furniture itself looks pretty old, 70s stuff. Hey, Agent Montalvo, What? Agent Bertka, there's a small patch of dried blood, next to these stairs. Almost missed it, looks like someone forgot to clean up after themselves. Agent Montalvo, big surprise. Who wouldn't expect to find blood in another one of those generic spooky houses like this? Control, agents, please keep moving. As Agent Bertka and Montalvo enter the living room, barking can be heard as well as coughing and hacking. Agent Bertka, what the fuck? There's a cat and a dog, I think. They're just sitting there. Agent Montalvo, hold up, there's a man here. Jesus. D-2934 is seen to be severely injured with a multitude of scratches and tears in the epidermis, most notably on the face. A domestic cat and dog are both standing on the man and are also injured. D-2934, ha ha ha, you guys finally showed up. Welcome to my new home. End log, 2:27 p.m. Revised description, April 18, 90. SCP-1531 is a Caucasian man of approximately 50 years in age, formerly D-2934. He was found with several injuries to the eyes and chest, as well as mutilation of the genitalia and several tears on the lips. All injuries originated from SCP-1532 and SCP-1533. SCP-1531 displays no anomalous properties, but was found alive inside SCP-1530. SCP-1531 is currently recovering in Foundation custody, and is also being treated for delusional behavior. SCP-1532 is a male Calico 1 cat. SCP-1532 has sustained 2 major injuries, a large laceration on the underside, exposing SCP-1532's abdominal cavity, and the removal of SCP-1532's lips. It also displays an anomalous anatomy, specifically in areas afflicted by its injuries. This includes increased mass in the mandible, as well as in the thoracic and lumbar vertebrae. It also lacks a caudal vertebrae. The muscle system corresponds with the anomalous areas, showing alterations in the serratus magnus, latissimus dorsi, masseter muscle, and zygomaticus. SCP-1533 is a female beagle, a lower classification of Canis lupus familiaris. Its injuries include mutilation of one eye and lacerations across the back, rendering the former non-functional. SCP-1533 contains one anomaly, regarding its lack of lungs and liver. The absence of both organs does not affect its living ability. Both SCP-1532 and SCP-1533's injuries do not appear to recover, causing continuous pain. SCP-1533 displays polarized behavior, as it will act hostile towards its environment for several minutes before suddenly becoming timid. SCP-1532 also displays the straight, and will act with either apathy or hostility. SCP-1532 and SCP-1533 both display sapience, but only SCP-1532 has willingly communicated with personnel upon initial containment. This is accomplished by scratching words onto a material with its claws, due to damage to its vocal cords. Interview Log 1530-B. The following is the interview conducted after SCP-1532's intelligence was recognized. Begin log. 6:30 p.m. Agent Mode. Why did you attack that D-Class, SCP-1532? It's quite simple, really. He's the real danger. That is to say, Agent Mode. So you're saying that it was him that hurt you and SCP-1533, SCP-1532, 3-second pause. Yes. It was him. He hurt us, and he killed Josephine. He hurt me and Willow. Agent Mode. Who is Josephine? SCP-1532, she kept us. We were her family, the only ones there for her. She ignored our terms to serve, she simply wanted company. I understand why Ananias would give her the oath. She was the only master. SCP-1532 crosses out the word one we had. Ugh. I feel sick, spewing all these compliments. I miss her, that's all. Agent Mode. Alright. Do you know where this Josephine is? SCP-1532, I haven't a clue. When he intruded, we were occupied, and didn't see where the man placed her. I would assume he put her upstairs. Agent Mode. Thank you for your cooperation. We'll take care of the body, if we find it. 7-second pause, while SCP-1532 paws at its intestines. SCP-1532, please do. She's needed this, years ago. End log. 6:58 p.m. SCP-1532 has refused to elaborate further on said statements, and no interview is possible at the time. It is assumed SCP-1533 is also sapient and capable of communication, but is currently non-responsive to all personnel. Addendum 1530-C, the second floor of SCP-1530 contained various pieces of furniture standard for a rural home. A corpse of an unidentifiable female was also found in the bedroom closet, holding a journal containing various dates and entries. A black envelope was also found within the journal, containing a letter bearing paw prints from both SCP-1532 and SCP-1533. All individuals that attempt to read the textual portion of the letter claim that is impossible to do so, though they are unable to explain why. 2/1/197, it's a cold day. I keep thinking that there's something walking from the woods, to share a meal by the fire. The cold is scratching at the windows, and I'm alone. But after all that I've faced, I don't care. I've made a home, and it will stay my home for as long as I can keep it. 2/2/197, this envelope with paw prints and notes inside, the one artifact from Ananias. I guess I've already been there and back, haven't I? Now, I've finally decided to use it. It'll take a while, but it shouldn't be any trouble to conjure the two entities attached to the prints. Maybe I'll get lucky, and they'll be able to speak. It'll be nice to learn how to converse again. 3/7/197, their names are Salix and Willow. One wily and sharp, the other one silent, a follower. Salix looks upon me as an old ex-wife which I can laugh at in the gutter. Coming off as old is the last thing I want. I'll be sure to work on that. Willow is quiet. Reminds me of when things were simpler. Damn nostalgia, dying behind me wherever I go. 3/21/197, they don't want to do anything. They acknowledge me when I give them meals, but they spend their time alone. I'll let them take their time, they'll get bored eventually. I sincerely hope this doesn't end with either one of them becoming like Ashton. All by himself, alone in that cave, too stubborn to admit his losses. All he does now is play his games. On another note, I don't see why reperforming the ritual monthly is necessary to retain their servitude. I'm sure it's for their benefit. 3/29/197, I've just discovered they are both bound by literally hundreds of rules. I've gone and switched some around: physical contact, escape routes, and no air created from death. I don't know if I enforced this upon them on accident. Hopefully this'll make things easier. 4/1/197, the sky was bright. Strolled outside, the trees crinkled their greetings. It was nice to see Willow enjoying the sun, while Salix moped along beside me. Seeing how nice it is outside, I don't understand why I can't just become a part of it. The hunters are taking an awfully long time to find me. I wonder if they think I've died. 9/13/197, I haven't the time to write, they're waiting for me outside. A hike is what we planned. 10/28/197, it's a cold day. They're both asleep by the fire, it's radiating glow. The cold is pawing at the windows, but I am not without a family. The following note was found on the last page at the end of the notebook: a man dressed in orange and numbers from the woods, he intruded upon me, he was scared. Scared, lost, and alone. He was me, before, that's why I let him get me. See? I've given up running. That's why I couldn't kill him. Yes. Maybe he didn't lose hope yet, but now, I'm sorry we never got to leave together, even if it was to be only us three. All those I knew had already disappeared, and I'm sorry for leaving the two of you for them. One day you'll be free. I love you both. On the reverse side of the entry, and to the hunters, if they find this, do what you want. Don't hurt Salix and Willow, your agent has already hurt them. I'm sure they'll repay him, at least. You've chased and killed people like me for so long. Even when a shred of normality began to show from me, you still tracked me down. What do you want from me? From the hundreds like me? Not all of us want to use our power for ourselves. Greed is not inherent, fuck you and your containment. You steal freedom. You deceive and lie. You destroy. I never even got to say goodbye. Footnotes. 1. Current research into SCP-1532's genetic structure is ongoing, concerning its coloring.